All right, so leg day today. First things first, got to get the leg day shoes out. Can't be wearing stuff like this on leg day. Biggest mistake. Right now we're rocking the Nobles. These are the Rex, pretty flat sole. I've had like Vivos. I wore these for a long time. These Adidas Sambas. Love them, but they were getting a little old. Needed something fresh. Because if you look good, you feel good, you train better. Something along those lines. But problem with Vivos, problem in general, is I feel like I just have a hard time with inflation and the cost of shoes right now. So sometimes you buy shoes and you look at them and you're like, I don't know what I was thinking when I bought these, which is, these were on sale, which is why I bought them. But I look at them now and I don't know what I was thinking. So different moods, different shoes, something like that. But I can't bring myself to spend like $200 now on shoes. I think it's crazy. So typically just wait for a sale. But that's why I'm rocking these Nobles right now. I think they look good. They feel good when I train. Nice and flat for legs. And not overly expensive. So we're going to take a look at it. All right, let's go. So waiting on my training partners to join me today. So I'm just kind of warming up a little bit more than normal maybe. But training partners are key, especially with leg training. For a long time, I never worried about training partners. The problem is it's hard to find good training partners because you need people that are willing to match your effort level, willing to match the intensity. I don't like people that talk a lot when I'm training. I like to focus on my training and not get too distracted from that because I get easily distracted. So you've got to find people that have similar goals to you because they're going to hold you accountable. The last thing you want to do as a training partner is have someone that is just holding you back, because then they're not benefiting you in any way with training. The whole point of a training partner is to help push you a little bit harder, make sure your form's on point, keep you focused, and you're both kind of pushing each other, or if there's three of you, you're all holding each other accountable. You don't have to be the same fitness level or even the same strength, but there's got to be a common goal there of everybody just wants to get better. So if you're not a bodybuilder, it probably doesn't make sense to train with a bodybuilder, or for the bodybuilder to train with someone that's not bodybuilding, because they're not going to get it. They're not going to understand the effort and the intensity that they're putting in. But finding the right training partner can definitely enhance your training and just push you. Like we talked about today, legs is definitely the hardest to train. So having that accountability and that push, if you're not feeling it on that day, is really going to help you. You know, one of our training partners here today, Mr. Hilario, he's teaching me Spanish. So, funny story, he started, when he first came to the gym, we had a Spanish speaking trainer. So he started with her. She had to leave, so he started working with me. And you learn English pretty good now, yeah? Yeah. Pretty good. He's lost a bunch of weight, he's killing it. We're gonna get him on the stage one day, but we've got a lot of progress to make. We're not gonna rush that part. And so prep, on Saturday, we'll end up being 27 weeks out from the first show, which sounds like a long time to a lot of people, but I like to do longer preps, give myself time. What's important to understand is that going into prep doesn't immediately mean you're in the most intense diet ever, right? Like, people talk about prep being a hard process, but the reality is for the first 10 to 12 weeks, you feel amazing, the best you ever feel, because you eliminate all the crap that you've been doing. If you've been eating some extra junk food, maybe having the odd glass of red wine or beer like people might be having, you eliminate all of that. You start to be really consistent and strict with your cardio if you haven't been, eating a good amount of food that you can perform well. So initially you feel great. I have great clarity, great focus, feel like business improves. It's when you get to those last like 8 to 12 weeks that you really start digging. So starting prep early doesn't mean it's like full throttle from there. You want to give yourself time. You can incorporate some diet breaks if you're ahead of schedule. And the goal, honestly, is to be ready early, because then you can practice, you know, like trial peaks. You can run a depletion, run a load, see how you do, play around with your sodium. So that's the goal, is always to be ready a little bit early. And then you can manipulate some variables so that you can peak better, because every prep looks a little bit different. But also this one, I'm going to be going back to England for a buddy's wedding. So I've got some different things that I haven't had in the past to prepare for. Got to get a couple warm-up sets in here. as judges of shows that one of the most lagging body parts is probably the hamstrings.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think back, you know, it's like everyone trains chest and arms. Then when they get into training legs, they train quads a lot because they can see them. And then they kind of neglect the hamstrings.
Yeah, I didn't train hamstrings, so I got into like competing.
Yeah. And then
You just don't, you don't see them, so you don't think about it.
Yeah, exactly. If I could go back, I mean, I know we could all say that, right? And you gotta like, you've got to get involved somehow. But if I could go back, I would torch my hamstrings. This is where the Spanish comes out. That's all you need to know is how to train hard. Vamos. Que fuerza, amigo. Drag, drag, drag. Good. Come on.
Come on, big squeeze at the top. Let's go.
Lock in. Yep. Easy. Come on. Yes, yes. Finish. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. There you go.
Good. Fight it down. Fight it. Fight it. Fight it. There you go.
Bien hecho. See, more leg day kicks right there. So on this, there's like 4 or 5 warm-up sets before you actually get to a working set. But every single warm-up set, I'll just bring the reps down to kind of feel out the weight to prepare myself for the actual work. We do our best to abide by integrity, serving others, humility, respect, excellence. We've actually updated it a little bit, but that's pretty much the principle. Yes.
Push. Up. There it is.
Kids getting dropped off from school. This is the best part of the day. Come in, bud. It's a microphone. Hold on. How was school, buddy? Look. Say hey to the camera. Come on. Come on.
There it is.
Oh, come on. Come on, vamos.
Up. There you go.
Come on. Hold on.
Let me know. Get one.
Yeah, there you go.
Push. Get it, dude. Get it. Let's go. Let's go. See,
What a workout.
bodybuilding's important, but this right here is a whole lot more important.
Why do you have
Sorry, bro. My fault.
Because we're filming for YouTube. We're gonna put, you know, how you watch YouTube? We're gonna film for YouTube. So it's never really part of the program, but we like to finish with some lunges. Down the gym, just to really blow them up and get a good pump. It's kind of fun, it's a good challenge. Big man's gonna join us, you ready?
God.
Let's get it. All right, ready? Let's go. Get it. Help. 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 Ah. 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 Help. You tell your kids to help and they attack. Oh, I love you, buddy.